I've been hoping you'd come by. Miners report no sight or sound of Bloodbane since you ventured out into the desert. That means they can start work on the Dunehead site, and that you've earned your pay. You look like you can take care of yourself, but you should be careful.
The light! Return to me! Did you do this? The blessings of the thorn and shadow be upon your head, little mortal. Now leave me to the reverie, and the deep shadow and the far wind sighs. Now I have the light, the reverie will be untroubled. Now leave me be, little one. Leave me be. Ah.
A Fey relic? Was that it? She called it a light. I wonder what possessed those fools to steal it. No matter. Facts are, without you, I'd still be tugging my beard at the bottom of that slope. So please have this. The interest rewards those who smooth its way. Goodbye. Thank you for all you've done. Hello.
Oh, thank goodness you're here. It's my miners. They've gone deranged. Bless my beard. Just as both sides were coming back to full operation, the lunatics fled out into the desert. I tried to stop one of them and saw nothing but a blank stare and a strange light behind the fellow's eyes. He looked cursed. This is the work of that Fae. The one who sits atop the hill on the outskirts of town. If you can find that Fae and make him fix this, he'll be duly compensated. Damn right! There's no other explanation. He calls himself Calovar. Polite enough fellow, I suppose. But I'd never trusted him. When we first got this operation up and running, he'd appear out of the sands every once in a while and try to convince us to move out. It's so obvious now. I'll bet he was behind the other problems as well. The Crudock, the attack on Canyon Hill, all of it reeks of Fae magic. Gulliver watches the mine from his perch on the hill to the south. You'll find him there. Nothing is going right. Nothing.
Name's Alex. Alex Anatole. Let me know if you've got any equipment that needs repairing. I'll get it back to you as good as new. Take care of your gear, and we'll always bring you...
What are you here for, mortal? I'll not suffer another child of dust. I've had enough of your lot. Especially those of you calling yourselves Edgar Aaron. What a bizarre query. Your miner's plight is not my doing. If you look to rectify their situation, then we share a foe. The mortal that calls itself Edgar Aaron is to blame. Curing the miners of their affliction requires an implement, a Fey relic I gave to this mortal. Take the relic from him and find your miners. It is the only way to free them from their madness. He has fled to his mine. If you truly wish to save the little mortals wandering the sands, you must retrieve my relic from them. You would do well to bring it back to me as well, when you have claimed it. It is a powerful relic, and could do much harm in the wrong hands. Farewell.
You found me, stranger. Been speaking to Calavar, have you? You've been putting out fires from motors all over the place, I hear. What can I do for you this time? I thought I saw you scaling that cliff. Paid a visit to Calavar, did you? He wasn't lying. I wanted Motus gone. But I didn't mean to take it this far. Damn that stubborn Apule and his beard for sticking to this territory. If he had left, nobody would have been harmed. Perhaps there is merit in cooperating with you. You kill Croddock and spelunk Fey Hollows for a living, after all. But if Motus doesn't leave the Hollowlands, I'm finished. There's no turning back for me. Kill this pest, boys! No, please spare me. I was just trying to make a living here. Success should have been mine. I started my operation long before Motus ever arrived. My workers have abandoned me, and I haven't made a single coin from this place. This was all I could do to reclaim what once belonged to me. You understand, don't you? Fine, it's yours. Damn thing never did me any good anyway. I'm sure the Edessan Praetorians won't be far behind me now that the word's out. I won't be here when you return.
By the moon, where are these gazelles coming from? What was I saying?
Reginald, what do we do? The house is aflame! The house is aflame! What? Well, where is this? By my beard, how did I get so far into the desert? Where do you think you're going with my pickaxe, you wretch? No. Where is this? I promise this is the last time I partake in Detrian ale.
Never noticed how close the ground is to the sky. I mean, I do now. It's a mistake I'll never make again. Wait, what was I saying? Oh, dear me, I have to go.
Helios heard the call, and looking down upon the desert, grew irritated. His mighty works were undone, and his brilliance spurned. He called Freka to his side, and implored the fiery god to strike Saina from the skies.
I could swear there was a lake here a moment ago. What? What happened? What in blazes is this?
it looks like everyone's back or on their way. We're in your debt once more. Edgar's facilities are vacant now. They're yours if you want them. They were never particularly profitable once his miners left him. But in the right hands, a few of the miners feel so indebted to you, they'd like to work there for you, if you'll have them. You should visit the mine when you have a chance. Good eve.
It's amazing to think. I shall relieve you of the relic. For a mortal, you are remarkable. I can see something lingering in your eyes, something fey. It is both fascinating and perplexing. But, as you mortals say, the dust has settled. This region was on the verge of catastrophe, thanks to Edgar Aaron. It was fortunate you were here to stop him. Farewell. I can smell them on the dry winds. Your eyes may not see the natural decay, but I assure you, it is there. The little meddlers may do their worst. The Hollowlands will endure it and mend the wounds they make. For now, then.
Welcome. The Motus miners have told me all about you. I'm Vincent Helvern, Edgar Aaron's former assistant and facilities manager. I'll continue to run the mining office for you, if you'll allow it. Come and go as you please, the building is yours to use. And if it doesn't suit your tastes, with some spare coin, I can arrange for renovations. If you have enough gold, I can clean this place up and furnish it with goods from across the land. I'll get right to work. It'll look brand new before you know it. can't believe old Edgar had been causing all this trouble in the area. People died on account of him. Sad. With a bit more gold, we can improve the facilities even more. Time to get to work. Oh, you'll love it. How goes the splunking? I've kept things pristine here at home. For a tad bit more gold, I can add on another room for more storage space and furnishings that'll make an emperor drool. It'll be ready in no time. When we're done, you'll own the finest building in all the Hollowlands. Hail, friend! The gnomes at Modus Mining mentioned you'd be opening a mining site here. That's all well and good, but I can help you make the most of it. For a small sum, I'll renovate this mine for you, make it bigger. In the long run, you'll earn more money out of it. What do you say? If you give me the gold, I can start clearing out one of the collapsed passages in the mine. I'll start cleaning out the passage right away. Who knows what we'll uncover in there?
Greetings.
We've expanded the facilities as much as we can, I'm afraid. But look at how far it's truly a marvel of modern... Good luck out there! Hail, adventurer. I can't believe Edgar put the miners through that. He was always about taking the fight back to the competition, but I didn't think he meant to take their lives. There's no excuse for it. Motus's business practices aside, he had no right. Thank you for righting his transgressions. For another bit of gold, I can clear out the next section of the mine. We'll have this place running at full capacity in no time.
I'm not sure what's more dangerous.
Hey, boss. Do you need me to do any work on the mine? Just a little more gold and we can open up the last section of the mine. This will be about all we can extend the mine. We've run out of room in the cavern.
Hollow are a harsh place to earn a living, but we make do.